see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Melvin Gordon on the carry.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here. And McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He's got daylight past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Lining up for the point.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure's on.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
The pass.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Number 30.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Brought down by Trey Boston. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's a give to Lindsey, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sam Martin.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Launch pass. Complete to Jerry Jeudy.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Denver.
On first down, Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The second-year man Locke to the rookie Jeudy for a Bronco first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Again, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've got to run out of your running.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Locke's pass.
Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think that when they create the poster for multi-talented players in the league, this guy, Christian McCaffrey, has to have a poster on his own. Second in the NFL in catches last year with 116. I know you're tired of me saying it, but you remember him coming out of college. He ran routes better than the wide receivers in the draft that year, and nothing has changed. He can do it all. Run it, catch it. What a dangerous weapon he is for any offense.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This this one goes for 19 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Shotgun snap to Lock. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Lock again. This is Gordon on the dump off. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
21. Broncos.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Second down, Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They find some open field here. Schwally. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Bridgewater on
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st
I
and
tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
at the 16-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, Locke over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Locke, and And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Broncos 24.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can...
Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around...
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
McCaffrey on the handoff.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He's going to look deep for more. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the...
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Gordon on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
On the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun. Locke. He's got his tight end Fant.
Locke's pass.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Lindsey, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
5-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 9.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Broncos.
Well, I don't think we'll have to